Ooh, cool.
Get ready for an unforgettable fishing adventure. Fishermen never know what they might pull from the depths. But what if their catches defy everything we thought possible? From strange sea creatures to remarkable discoveries, these moments leave us in awe. Welcome to 30 Times Fishermen Captured What No One Was Supposed to See, Part 4. On a peaceful sunny day in Baja California Sur, Mexico, a group of people enjoying the beach were about to witness something truly unexpected.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's an oarfish. Holy shit.
While gazing at the waves, one person spotted a strange sight, a long, thin creature swimming aggressively toward them. The group couldn't believe their eyes as it wiggled through the water. The mysterious creature was moving closer, making them wonder what they were seeing.
I've ever seen.
Got hurt or something. Maybe he smelled the fish blood.
As the creature approached, one of the men bravely reached out, carefully grabbing it to help it back into the water. They suspected it was an oarfish, a rarely seen deep-sea creature known for its long serpentine body. A bizarre ocean creature leaves fishermen completely stunned.
Oh.
A fisherman hauls in an unusual catch and carefully examines it. The strange creature is still alive, its body slightly wriggling on the surface, making it clear that it's something they've never seen before in their entire lives. As they look closer, its appearance resembles a plant rather than a fish. Its texture and shape differ entirely from those of any familiar sea creature, leaving them puzzled and wondering what kind of species this might be. Strange creatures still surface in Russia's vast and wild landscapes, reminding us how little we know about the world beneath the water.
Не знаю. Смотри, зубы здоровые какие.
On a sunny day, an explorer was walking near a river when something unusual caught his eye. Lying in the dirt close to the water's edge was a motionless creature with dark, leathery skin and rows of large, sharp teeth. Curious, he gently reached out with a stick.
Блядь.
But as he made contact, the creature suddenly sprang to life, thrashing aggressively before slipping back into the water. No one knows precisely what it was, but it left a lasting impression. A rare and mysterious creature is caught by Russian fishermen, leaving them both fascinated and puzzled.
Ушел туда в сторону. А я теперь не знаю, куда надавлять, чтобы он вышел.
A group of fishermen carefully examines the strange catch, running their hands over its unusual body. The creature's smooth, almost translucent skin gives it an eerie, ghostly appearance, unlike anything they've seen before.
Вот это вот непонятно, что это, клюв? Да он вот тут вот он острый прям. Вот это тоже не знаю, что это.
This rare fish belongs to the chimera family, also known as ghost sharks or spookfish. With its haunting features and deep-sea origins, it's a rare sight that few ever get to witness up close in their lifetime. Out in the Sea of Russia, fishermen were surprised by a strange catch on their boat.
Было поймано в прилове чудо. Показывал. Как правильно держать.
While checking their haul, the fishermen found a motionless, unfamiliar fish. They leaned in for a closer look, puzzled by its soft body and odd shape. It didn't resemble anything they had seen before, no scales, no typical fish features. They wondered if it came from the deep sea, where light never reaches.
Надо у ученого спросить, что это за чудо. Какой-то, блядь, тигровый, да? Прикольный такой.
What they may have caught is a blobfish, a deep-sea species usually found between 1,970 and 3,940 feet below the surface in the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Its strange jelly-like appearance is a result of the intense pressure of its natural habitat. While fishing by the river, 3 men make an unusual and surprising catch. As they pull up their fishing line, they notice something strange still hanging from the bait. The creature dangles from the rope, its bizarre appearance unlike any fish they have ever seen before. Their flattened body and odd features leave them shocked. They take a closer look, examining its unusual face and bright red lips. The fish moves slightly, showing that it is still alive. The men are amazed, realizing they may have caught a rare deep-sea creature in shallow waters. A fisherman was puzzled by an unusual fish he caught during his trip, unaware of its identity.
Все вместе. Показываем. Теперь в спокойном виде. Вот такая она, рыбка.
While fishing, a fisherman pulled up a dried, lifeless fish. He carefully examined it, but couldn't identify the species. It had a large, round part on its underside, which intrigued him even more. The fisherman remained curious about what it was.
Если кто-то знает, что это за рыба, то, пожалуйста, отзовитесь. Может, это какая-то доисторическая.
What he didn't realize was that the fish was a granulated catfish, a species found in the Parana and Amazon basins. Known for its thorny appearance, it's commonly caught for both human consumption and public aquariums. On a sunny beach day, a man stumbled upon an unusual sight while exploring the rocks near the shore.
Бля, ребята, кто знает, что это за крокодил? С мордой, как у животного, с такими непонятными зубами.
While at the beach, a man noticed something strange resting atop a rock. As he approached, he saw a fish lying on the ground. Curious, he touched it to examine it more closely and was surprised to find it had large, sharp teeth. Unsure of what it was, he continued to observe the creature.
Огромными глазищами. В общем, неизвестно. Убито охотником.
What he didn't realize was that this fish was a Lagocephalus celeratus, commonly known as the silver-cheeked toadfish. It's a highly poisonous species from the Tetraodontidae family, notorious for its dangerous toxins. A peaceful day of fishing took an unexpected turn along the AMU Darya River.
Рыба кусает пальцы. Поведение как у акулы.
While fishing in the AMU Darya River, a man caught a strange fish he couldn't recognize. Its slim body and unique features made it stand out. As he examined it closely, he was left wondering what it could be. This fish is likely from the Trichomicturus genus, known to inhabit freshwater in Central and South America.
Вот такие дела, ребят. Ребят, кто узнал эту рыбу, пишите в комментариях. Вот, ребята, отпускаем рыбку.
The fisherman couldn't identify the species, unsure of its origin or characteristics. With its unfamiliar appearance, he decided to document the catch for anyone who might recognize it. In the end, he released the fish back into the river, allowing it to swim away. During a fishing trip in New Jersey, one man's bizarre catch turned heads and raised questions.
Вы сейчас видите уже хит интернета. Странное существо поймал рыбак-любитель. Изучившие фотографии эксперты предполагают, что на них изображена большая морская минога.
Fisherman Doug Cutler used a bow and arrow to catch what looked like a creature from a horror movie. Covered in blood and lined with razor-sharp teeth, the eel-like animal was unlike anything he had seen before.
Паразит живет в североатлантических водах, однако длина миноги обычно достигает не более метра, а на снимках рыба-монстр выглядит гораздо больше. В воды Нью-Джерси минога могла попасть.
Many believe the creature is a giant sea lamprey, a parasitic fish found in northern Atlantic waters. Its circular jaw, rows of teeth, and snake-like body make it look like something out of a nightmare. The disturbing catch was large, aggressive, and entirely unexpected for the area. While revisiting some old fishing memories from Emerald Isle, a man discovered strange footage of a bizarre creature he once caught.
Может такая.
He pulled in a strange fish with wing-like fins, bony spikes, and an odd, puffed-up body. It wriggled around with unpredictable movements, and the group jokingly referred to it as the Flying Dutchman due to its bizarre appearance. They were confused by its strange features and rough texture. What they didn't realize at the time was that the fish, a sea robin, Prionotus carolinus, can also release toxins from its sharp spines. These bottom-dwelling fish are known for their armored heads and fan-like pectoral fins. On an ordinary day in Russia, a man exploring near the beach made a strange discovery at a nearby house. Near an old house, he spotted what looked like the head of a fish lying on the ground. It had sharp, menacing teeth and skin that had turned pitch black. The eyes were gone, and its body was completely missing. Only the decaying head remained. The area around it was eerily quiet, with no indication of how the head had arrived there. The creature's condition suggested it had been dead for some time. Without a body to identify it, the mystery only grew. What kind of fish had such a terrifying head, and how did it end up like this? While walking along the river in Russia, a group of people stumbled upon a strange sight, an unknown fish lying on the ground. The group approached cautiously, surrounding the creature. One of them reached out to touch it, only to be shocked when it suddenly moved. They quickly realized that the creature was still alive, leaving them in awe and disbelief. They held out a rope toward the fish, trying to coax it into biting. The creature snapped its jaws, showing off rows of sharp teeth. Locals had feared it was a mutant from Lake Krugo in Siberia, possibly affected by pollution. When finally caught, it looked even more frightening on land. The ribbonfish is one of the most bizarre creatures you'll ever see, with its gyrating fin and enormous fangs.
Hey, you see how it's moving? That's crazy, dude. That's like some sort of crazy creature. Hi, look at his face. Are you kidding me? Get high.
While fishing in the river, a group of fishermen encountered this strange predator. The ribbonfish's unique fin movements were mesmerizing as it twisted and turned through the water, unlike anything they had seen before.
See that in the camera? That's crazy. Dude, that's a wild animal. I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Look at how the tail gets so...
Its giant fangs added to the creature's eerie appearance. This fascinating fish is found in shallow waters, but can also be seen as deep as 1,900 feet, making it a truly remarkable predator. What would you do if you caught a rare fish in the river? One man was in for a big surprise when he reeled in a mysterious catch on an ordinary day.
Ladies and gentlemen, crappie.com. I have no earthly idea what I just caught. Looks like a gargoyle. Looks like a broom.
As the man examined his catch, he was amazed by the fish's unique appearance. He carefully held the creature by its mouth, inspecting its features closely. It wasn't like any fish he had ever seen before, and he couldn't believe his eyes. The colors and shapes were so distinct.
Nice spotted. Looked like Swiss Army camo. Or maybe German or Dutch of some sort. Anyways, I'm gonna put on a stringer and post this up.
He had no idea what kind of fish it was, but the creature was a warmouth, a freshwater fish found throughout the eastern United States. Known by local names such as molly, reed-eye, goggle-eye, and strawberry perch, it left the man in awe. Two fishermen in Angola had a good catch, but some of the fish they pulled out were unlike anything they'd seen before.
Она должна блеснуть, заглатывать конкретно. Как у бегемота открывается пасть. И смотри, хвосты какие.
They examined each fish closely before placing it into a sack, noting unusual features such as small mouths, wide jaws, and brightly colored tails. One fish even opened its mouth as wide, showing off a surprising set of sharp teeth that stunned the fishermen.
Рыбы и разные цвета хвостов. Это задохлость тема. Вот это наши губастые пошли тоже. Сейчас их много, а потом они...
As they compared their catch, one fish stood out with stripes across its body. It resembled a striped bass, also known as the Atlantic striped bass or rockfish, an anadromous species of perciform fish. Curious, the men continued to observe, unsure whether this was a common occurrence or a rare find. A regular fishing day in Russia turned shocking after an extraordinary deep-sea creature surfaced. A group of fishermen was stunned when they pulled a massive unknown creature from the water. The fish had rough skin, an elongated body, and a jaw filled with sharp, jagged teeth. They used their hands to carefully examine its odd shape, utterly unsure of what it could be. As they looked closer, they noticed the creature resembled a shark, but something felt different. What they had thought was a goblin shark, a deep-sea species rarely seen alive and sometimes called a living fossil for its ancient lineage. While ice fishing in snowy Russia, a man was stunned by a strange and lively catch beneath the frozen surface.
Странное создание.
He pulled up a small, slender fish unlike anything he'd seen before. Curious, he wiped off the icy slush, revealing its shiny skin and snake-like body. As he held it up, it twisted in his hands, clearly alive and full of energy. Though he didn't know what kind of fish it was, the creature was a viviparous eel pout, a rare marine species known for giving birth to live young in cold waters. After examining it closely, the man gently returned it to the icy water. What would you do if you caught a rare fish in the river? Three friends were lucky enough to film an unexpected catch on an otherwise ordinary day, and their reactions were priceless.
Итак, остров очередной раз удивляет нас такими вот матурками, блядь, так сказать.
The men were thrilled as one of them held up the creature, which seemed surprisingly long and unlike anything they had seen before. Its size alone left them in awe, and they couldn't believe their luck at catching such an impressive fish.
Да, щука, конечно, вообще ровно.
Слушай, она в каких-то... Брюх у него, смотри, вообще. Может, там...
Although they were amazed by the catch, the men didn't immediately recognize the species. However, this impressive creature was a northern pike, a carnivorous fish found in fresh and moderately salty waters throughout the northern hemisphere. While strolling along the shoreline, a man was shocked to find a massive, lifeless fish decaying on the shore.
Всем привет, ребята! И вот эта хрень, которую я обнаружил на берегах нашего...
As he approached the fish, he noticed signs of decay along its body. It looked like it had been caught and then left behind, its mouth slightly open and its eyes dull. The size of the fish alone was enough to leave him in disbelief.
Воды, конечно. Смотрите, какие мутанты тут плавают. И все это за этой электростанцией.
He pulled out his phone and began filming the rare sight. The fish appeared to be a type of carp, a freshwater species belonging to the Cyprinidae family, predominantly native to Eurasia. It was a moment both unexpected and unforgettable. During a quiet night walk on the beach, a man stumbled upon something he never expected to see.
Что это за рыба? Люди добрые и не очень добрые. С моря.
As he scanned the rocks with his flashlight, he spotted a fish resting quietly. Its shimmering skin and unusual shape stood out immediately. Curious, he brought his camera closer to get a better view of the strange fish.
Фонтана, Одесса, Одесская область. Короче, пишите, что это за рыба. Я манал эту рыбу. Это вообще непонятно.
He filmed the moment as the fish slightly moved. Its mouth opened slowly, showing it was still alive and breathing. The fish appears to be a Japanese parrotfish, Calodamus japonicus, a rare species not usually seen in that area. A peaceful day of fishing quickly turned interesting for two men out on a small boat when they caught something surprising.
It's over, yeah?
While enjoying their time on the water, two fishermen suddenly found themselves face to face with an unfamiliar fish. One of them held the creature gently in one hand, while in the other he held an empty can out of curiosity, trying to see how the fish would react. As the fish bit the can, its strong jaws crushed it like paper, shocking the men. What they caught was a pufferfish known as fugu in Japan, famous for its puffed appearance and powerful bite, and also used in traditional dishes across East Asia. An ordinary day of river fishing turned surprising when one man caught something he couldn't identify. While casting his line along the calm riverbank, the man reeled in a strange-looking fish with dark, shiny scales and twitching fins. Curious and unsure, he leaned in for a closer look at the unusual creature still wriggling, clearly puzzled by its appearance. He examined the fish, clearly puzzled. It was alive, but unlike anything he'd seen before. What he didn't realize was that he had just caught an Amur sleeper, also known as the Chinese sleeper, a freshwater species native to Eastern Asia. A routine fishing trip takes an unexpected turn when something bizarre emerges from the water.
But it's very weird. And it is moving. Bio weird.
A man stands by the shoreline casting his line into the waves. Suddenly, he reels in something unusual, its strange shape barely visible beneath the surface.
It's actually moving. Look at that.
As he lifts it, the creature reveals a jellyfish-like appearance with an eerie, unidentifiable form. Confused and intrigued, he examines it closely, unsure of what he has just caught. Its translucent body glistens under sunlight. A routine search for a fishing spot in Russia took a grim turn for a group of fishermen. While walking along the shoreline, the men came across a strange sight. A lifeless harbor porpoise lying in the sand. Curious and cautious, they moved closer to get a better look at the unusual discovery. The porpoise's leathery skin exhibited signs of decay, and parts of its flesh had already begun to decompose. It was clear the animal had been dead for several days, leaving the group both saddened and stunned by the unexpected find. What seemed like a regular fishing day in Russia quickly turned into an unexpected discovery.
Вообще это не судак. Это судоокунь. Судоокунь. Смотри какой.
As one of the men pulled in his catch, they were both taken aback by what they saw. The fish was unlike anything they had ever encountered, leaving them both shocked and filled with disbelief at their unexpected discovery.
Так, чудотворец. У вас есть возможность его поймать, кстати. Поэтому
Да. Отпускай его.
нормально ребята отпускают.
The man carefully examined the fish, noticing its sharp teeth and unfamiliar features. They had no idea what type of fish it was, but it was unlike anything they had caught before. After a moment of surprise, they decided to release the fish back into the water, still unsure of its identity. A peaceful walk by the shore quickly turned grim after a chilling discovery stunned a nearby beachgoer.
Это что за хуйня, ёбаная? Что это такое?
A person was walking along the shoreline hoping for a relaxing day when they came across something shocking. Lying motionless in the sand was a harbor porpoise, its dark leathery skin showing early signs of decay.
Что это такое? Кто мне скажет?
The unexpected sight left them frozen in disbelief as they cautiously stepped closer. The lifeless marine creature, once full of energy in the ocean, now rested eerily still, its presence a sad reminder of nature's fragility. A quiet fishing trip in Russia took a bizarre turn when a man caught something he'd never seen before.
Поймал две рыбины, просто вытащил. Наорав, а она, смотри, пока сматывал, одна и вторая заглотил. Где она? Вот она.
While casually fishing along the rocky shoreline, the man held up a strange, squirming fish he had just pulled from the water. Its shimmering, speckled skin and wide, glassy eyes instantly grabbed his attention as he looked on with growing curiosity.
Это что за рыба такая, блядь? Прячется, смотри, сука. Я боюсь ее.
Surprised and puzzled, the man closely examined the creature, turning it over using his hands as it wiggled. The fish was later identified as a round goby, a rare bottom-dwelling species native to Eurasia. You can hear his genuine amazement as he tries to make sense of the bizarre catch. An ordinary beach day turned wild when a crowd witnessed something massive right by the shore. Dozens of beachgoers rushed toward the water as a group of men struggled to pull something huge from the waves. Everyone stared in disbelief. It was a giant grouper, swimming unusually close to the beach, surprising everyone nearby. The crowd cheered and shouted with pure excitement, amazed by the rare moment. Seeing the enormous fish up close felt like a once-in-a-lifetime event, and beachgoers knew they were lucky to witness it. A typical fishing trip in Russia took a strange and unexpected turn.
Попался у меня на червяк какой-то зверь. Я не знаю, кто это. Кто знает, уж определить.
A man stood along the rocky shoreline with his rod in hand, expecting to catch something typical like perch or bass. But when he reeled in his line, he was shocked to see a strange, bright-colored fish unlike anything he'd ever seen in his life.
Не знаю, кто это. Берег Лова.
It turned out to be a golden mandarin fish, also known as a leopard mandarin, native to Eastern Asia. The rare freshwater species can grow over 33 centimeters and weigh more than 600 grams, leaving the fishermen completely speechless.